Hi, this is Knit and Crochet Together, and I have my used strands of yarn, and the balls are too small to make anything. Thought of making a doll blanket. This is video 2. I'm thinking, how am I going to tell if this is at the edge, because I have to make it at the edge of each side so we can cover it up with the crochet. So I'm measuring 3 times, like 3 times the size of the needle. I marked it right here with a little strand of red so I can see how many rows I can make with this little ball and make sure that my yarn comes out at the edge of my blanket so I can cut it off and tie another color, maybe this color, whatever you want to do. Okay, so I marked it. This is just, way to figure it out. I went down like this and back like this and down like this and back like this 3 times so I can make sure that I have the right amount left. That way I can measure the next row and make sure I have enough to go to the edge. We don't want it to stop in the middle of our blanket. That would make an ugly string hanging there. We want it to stop at the edges of the blanket. So I'm going to see if 3 times the length of the needles is going to be 1 row, and that way I can figure it out from there how much I can do each time I use the ball. I'm not going to use amount of yarn that will not go to the edge of my blanket. Let's put it that way. So we're going to keep going on this row and see where this red thread hits. Okay. So this is a little doll blanket. I have video 1. If you go to Knit and Crochet Together, that's KNITANDCROCHETTOGETHER on YouTube videos, and put in the quick search doll blanket. All the doll blanket videos should come up for this project. And I'm thinking, if you subscribe to my channel, there's a little button you can hit. You can get all of my videos and put them in your bookmarks. That way you can get back to your projects really easy. Okay, so we're seeing where this red mark's gonna hit, and I'm already at it, and I haven't even got to the end of the row yet. So wow, it's about halfway. So what I'm figuring out is that I need to have enough to stretch across my needle 6 times to make a row. So I'm going to take this out, and I'm just tied it on there. Take this little red marking off of there. I pretty much know now that 6 times across my needles is going to be 1 row of knitting. So I'm going to keep on going, and the next time I need to know if I have enough yarn left on my ball to make the string end at the edge of my blanket, I'm going to have to measure 6 times across one of my needles. And if I don't have enough left, I got to change colors, because I'm not going to keep knitting and have that strand come out in the middle of my project. I want it at the end, and it's gonna be at the end. Okay, so we must be wise about these things. And that's how we figured it out. That's how I figured it out. And anyway, there's a lot of ways to figure things out, but I thought that was a good idea, and it turned out to be a good idea. So I'm knitting to the end of this row, and then I'm going to take my string and I'm going to see if I have 6 times the length of my needle. If I do, I'm going to continue knitting with this color. If I don't, I'm going to have to change to a different color. This is a doll blanket, in case you didn't catch that. I'm almost to the end of this row. I'm just knitting. Knitting is going into the front of your needle. I'm doing a video. Okay, this is the test. Will the string reach across my needle 6 times to make the next row or not? Okay, it's a good time to count the stitches so that if you don't have this size needle, at least you can try to figure it out with your shorter needles, how to make it to the edge of your project. It'll be the length of the 12-inch needle 6 times to make it across the row, even if you have shorter needles. Okay, so I'm going to count the stitches. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let's roll them around. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68. 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80. So we have 80 stitches. So I'm going to see if this reaches across 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it reaches across 6 times. So I have enough to do another row. We'll go row by row. My channel is Knit and Crochet Together. Has 2 T's, 1 word, KNITANDCROCHETTOGETHER. YouTube videos. And this is going to be a doll blanket. Multicolored doll blanket. Video 2. So I have video 1. And then next one will be video 3. So I'm going to get to the end of this row. And then we're going to make sure we have 6 times the length of the needles again to see if we have enough to go to the edge of the blanket for the next row. If I don't have enough, I'm going to cut it off at the edge of the blanket. I'll show you what I mean on this video or the next video, and tie on another strand of color. They say waste not, want not. I'm trying to use up all these little balls of yarn, and I think this is a good project for that. So it's 80 stitches wide. You can use a different length of needle, but you'll still be measuring 6 lengths of 12 foot to see if it's enough to get across the row. Okay, I'm almost to the end, and then we're going to measure again and make sure we have enough to do one more row, or else I'll have to cut it off and put another color. Almost to the end of the row. So my neighbor got his dogs and put them back in his yard and fixed his fence. I went over there and talked to him. And the dogs are safe and sound. I'm to the end of the row. Now, 6 lengths. If it's not 6 lengths, we're going to have to cut it off right now. 6 lengths of the needle, not the knitting. Okay. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, we have enough to do another row. Oops. If you knock it off the end, just put it back on like this. Okay. Alright, well, we know we have enough to do one more row. I think what I'll do is I'll knit this row without you, and together we'll get back on video 3 and see if we have enough to do one more row, or if I need to cut it off, and I'll show you how to tie the next color on. Thank you. Happy doll blanket. Bye.